Hi there, and welcome to another week of Channeled Angel Messages. Before I get started, I just want to thank you for those of you that donated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that you took the time to do that and to offer your prosperity and your generosity to me. So thank you very much. And also, at the end of the messages, I am going to be answering a question. It's a really good one. So hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's settle in and get started and see what comes up. Okay, so first of all, I'm seeing just kind of like a smooth pathway. It's white and it's almost like cotton, and they're showing me that it's soft and it's easy and it's flowing. And then outside of this pathway, there's a forest, and it's dark and it's like gnarled and just kind of like ominous. Um, so the message is here is that there is a peaceful road ahead. Okay, um, I'm getting a ringing in my ear right now. Okay, they really want you to get this, that even though the outside world is falling apart in complete chaos, doesn't make sense, that you can still travel a peaceful road. You can be like the calm in the storm. Okay, kind of like a hurricane, like the eye of the storm. That is a very peaceful place. And you don't have to get caught up in all of the stuff that's going on. That's what they want us to do. They want us to be in fear, because when we are constantly in a state of fear, it makes us react to things and not think straight. Okay, so do your best to stay out of the fray and lead a more peaceful existence. And it's funny because they're showing me a choir and they're like, you're preaching to the choir. Because a lot of people that are listening to this, they already know that. Okay, so the people that already know that, thank you for holding that energy. And it's most important now that you continue to hold that energy, because the next wave of people waking up, it's chaos right now. So the more that you can hold that energy for yourself, it really helps the world. Okay, they want you to know that every effort that you take to meditate, to eat well, to connect with your intuition, to share your gifts and talents, to let somebody go ahead of you at the grocery store, to just to be kind to one another, that is not unnoticed. That is so powerful. Okay, it is so powerful and it makes a difference. So just know that your efforts are appreciated and they are working. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, the next thing, I'm seeing like a group of children. This feels like it's kind of specific for somebody. You're working, it feels like you are already working with children. You're going to be working with children. You want to work with children. Like, if this is something that is speaking to you, please do it, because the children are the future. And the more that we can reach these children and help them to keep remembering their magnificence, the better off that they're going to be. So the children coming in, they already know how amazing they are. And actually, the millennials and the other ones after that, like, they know how amazing they are, but they're in this world that doesn't make sense. So they're just kind of, it feels like these kids, these generations, they're kind of going within themselves and they're just waiting for all of the crap to just like fade away, because they don't really care. The people that really care, that are like getting in all of the good stuff, is like kind of like the older generations that have to let go of their perceptions and their beliefs. Whereas these younger kids, they're coming in with a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, a new way of seeing things. And they're also saying, if you hang out with children, like, and the younger generation, like the teens and the 20-year-olds, they have a wisdom that if you listen to them, they know so much and you can really learn a lot from them. I know that kind of like the younger generations are kind of getting a bad rap by the older ones. Um, let's let that go. Let's have compassion for everybody on this planet, everybody at every age on this planet, every walk of life. Let's bring in some compassion. They're showing me Kuan Yin is coming in, and she represents compassion. So have compassion for everybody on the planet and mostly for yourself. Okay, so the second part of this message is if you are working with kids, it's going to lead to abundance and prosperity. Maybe the job you have now, it's not ideal, but it's going to give you some ideas, and it feels like you're going to be starting your own way of teaching kids or learning from kids, or some kind of business that's going to help the younger generations. And they're showing me like a cornucopia of fruits and vegetables, which represents abundance and prosperity. So if you're on that path, this is a confirmation that you're doing the right thing. If you're thinking about it, it's an opportunity for you to start. Okay. Okay. The next one is, people are wondering how to manifest. So this is coming up again. And a lot of times, we go into visualization, we go into prayer or meditation, and we visualize, and then it stops there. So what they are asking you to do and presenting the opportunity for you to take action. Okay, and they're showing me a lottery ticket. You can't buy or you can't win the lottery unless you buy a ticket. So you have to take action. So if there's something that you are trying to manifest or something that you want in your life, and you're visualizing and you're saying the affirmations and all that kind of stuff, but then you don't do anything about it, you don't listen to the intuition or the ideas that come through, and you just kind of dismiss it, or you're too afraid to do it, or whatever your reason is, then it can't happen. You have to put roots down into this dimension, this third dimensional world, fourth dimensional world, for all of this to come to fruition. You are like the anchor for this manifestation to come. Okay. And they're funny. This song by Dire Straits, "Money for Nothing." Okay, you have to give in order to receive. It's not just take, and it's a reciprocal. It's an energy. So the more that you move through life offering your energy without sacrificing yourself, or offering like a smile or a donation or helping somebody out or something, when you put that out, the universe sees that, and it's like a reciprocal energy. So things come back to you, and it gives you more opportunity to do more of those good things. But if you're like this, into yourself, holding on to everything you have, and you're afraid and you're scared, that energy doesn't go anywhere, and then it's stagnant, and then you just kind of stay in this space. So if you're feeling like you're stuck in some area of your life, if you feel like you are stuck in a love relationship or a love-less relationship, go give some love to somebody. It could be an animal if you're not ready to give it to people yet. Or if you are feeling lack and limitation from money, donate your time, donate money to something, or, just invest in yourself. That is the biggest thing. That's what they're saying. Invest in yourself for like maybe some self-help book, or something like that, but get the ball rolling. You have to take action in order for the manifestation to appear in your experience. Okay. A little kick in the butt. But oh well, it's time. It's time for all of us to be taking action to do what it is we're here to do. So I agree. All right. So the question that I got from somebody, I love this question because I can tell that this person is very much wanting to get healthy, wants to expand and explore and to let go of traumas and false beliefs. Like I can feel that they're ready to do it, but they don't think that they have the money or the resources to do it. Okay, so that's the question. How can I move through the pain and trauma in my life if I don't have the money to pay for somebody to help me? Okay, so that is the question. So let's see what the angels say. I have some suggestions at the end of the message, but let's see what the angels say about that. So first of all, they want you to understand that you are not a victim. Every choice has a consequence, and many of us have been brought up to believe that a consequence is a bad thing. They're not saying that it's a bad thing. Every action has a reaction. So every choice you make, something happens because of that choice. So let's say you're eating donuts and drinking Diet Coke. What's going to happen? What is going to be the reaction to that? You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel bloated. You're not going to feel very good. Okay. If you start to eat healthy food like fruits and vegetables, and you start to exercise and you start to meditate, you start to do those things, that is going to produce a different result. So they're saying this because they want you to really understand you are not a victim of your environment. You can make different choices in order to bring you to your goal. You just have to make those choices. And now they're saying there's another level to that, because sometimes as humans, we make choices based on our level of self-love. So if we don't love ourselves enough, if we don't care about ourselves enough, then we don't make good choices. We make choices that harm us. We get into bad relationships. We spend money on things that we know we don't need, and then we don't have money for rent. We eat comfort food that we know is bad for us, but then it affects our body, and then we get sick. So there's all of these things that we do because we don't love ourselves. So that is like the basis of where you want to start, okay, is to start to love yourself. Start to commit to yourself that you want better for yourself because you deserve it. Every person on this planet deserves love, deserves meaning, purpose, prosperity, abundance, health, vitality, every single person. But people don't believe that they do, and it's not the person's fault. It's what we have been trained to believe, okay? Because that keeps us down. That keeps us out of our power. We have been taught that we're powerless, and we're not. So the angels want you to understand that you have the power to change every single circumstance in your life. You really do. Okay, so that was the angel's message. So what you can do, years ago, I was on a spiritual awakening, and I was hungry for opportunities to learn things and for self-growth. And so what I did, and what you can do, it's easier for you guys, now at this time, because there's so many things at your fingertips, literally on the internet, that you can access. You can start reading self-awareness books. Couple really good books that helped me was Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, and Debbie Ford, Dark Side of the Light Chasers. Those are two really good books. I know that they were like written years ago, but they're so powerful, and you can start reading those. If you can't afford it, go to the library or go on Amazon and get used versions. It's only a couple dollars, okay? That's one thing. The other thing is free. Start exercising. Go for a walk. You can look on the internet and you can find free yoga videos. You can start doing yoga, or you can just start doing calisthenics in your own house. It's very simple. And when you start exercising, that moves the energy through. It pulls you out of whatever energy that you're in about looking on the phone or being caught up in all of this stuff. Go out in nature and disconnect from all of this stuff that you're being bombarded with. Okay, a lot of people don't like this because they start to think about things, and they feel uncomfortable because they're with themselves. But that's what needs to shift. Start to do these things. Uncomfortable emotions are going to come up, but let them come up so you can start being more comfortable with yourself. Okay, and what was the last one? There was one more thing. Exercise. You can start eating better. That's a really good habit. It totally went out of my head, so I guess that's the only two things today. But you can do that. You can start. Oh, I know what it was. Journaling. People don't like journaling. I hated journaling because it brought up so much stuff, but it is so healing. I always tell people that is like the cheapest form of therapy. Because you start journaling, you start writing, you can connect with your higher self, you can connect with your inner child, you can do all of that. Or you can just start writing and don't even worry about connecting with them. Just start writing and get these thoughts out of your head. Because these thoughts that are in your head, they just sit there and they grow and they grow and they grow. But when you put it down on paper, it doesn't seem as big. Okay? So, you can journal, you can exercise, you can read self-help books. Most of them are free. So the choice is yours. And my kids, they hear me say this all the time and they don't like it, but it's true. You can have your excuses or you can have your life. So you get to choose. You are worth it. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be prosperous. So once you start doing that, you will see that energy starts to flow, and then more ideas will come in, more flow, more energy, more money, more love, more abundance will flow to you. But you have to get moving, and you have to make the choice to do it. Love yourself enough to do it. You're worth it. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for your questions. I absolutely love them, so keep them coming. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day.